So here's something that might surprise you. When people ask me about getting their windshield fixed in El Cajon, half of them are worried it's somehow more dangerous than getting it done somewhere else. Like the location makes the repair less safe or something. You're listening to the Speedy Windshield Repair San Diego podcast with your host, Stuart Rofa. Let's get into it. Hey there, I'm Stuart, and you're listening to the Speedy Windshield Repair San Diego podcast. Today we're talking about windshield repair safety in El Cajon, whether it's actually safe to get your glass fixed out there, and what you need to know to make sure you're not putting yourself at risk. So here's what I hear all the time from folks in El Cajon. Is it really safe to get my windshield repaired here? Should I drive all the way to downtown San Diego instead? And look, I get where this comes from. Maybe they've heard horror stories about shoddy repair work, or they think smaller cities don't have the same quality standards. But here's the thing. The safety of your windshield repair has absolutely nothing to do with whether you're in El Cajon, La Jolla, or anywhere else in San Diego County. It's all about the shop you choose and whether they're doing things right. The real issue isn't location. It's finding a shop that understands what windshield repair actually is. Your windshield isn't just a piece of glass keeping bugs out of your teeth. You know what I mean? In modern cars, that windshield is part of your car's safety structure. It supports the roof, and here's something most people don't realize. It's critical for airbag deployment. If that passenger airbag doesn't have a properly installed windshield to push against, it's just going to blow right out the window instead of protecting whoever's sitting there. Now, El Cajon drivers actually face some pretty specific challenges that make windshield integrity even more important. Think about it. You got State Route 67 running right through there, Interstate 8 connecting you to everything, and if you're heading east, you're dealing with Cajon Pass. That's a lot of highway driving, a lot of road debris, and those temperature swings when you're going up and down elevation. Your windshield takes a beating. Actually, let me back up and explain how this really works. When a qualified tech looks at your windshield damage, they're not just eyeballing it and saying, yeah, we can fix that. There's a whole assessment process. Chips smaller than a quarter, cracks under 3 inches, those are generally repairable. But location matters huge. If that damage is right in your line of sight as the driver, or if it's at the edge where it could compromise the structural integrity, you're looking at replacement, not repair. And the materials matter more than you might think. Professional grade resins aren't the same as whatever you can buy at AutoZone, right? These resins are designed to match the optical clarity and strength of automotive glass. They cure properly when applied correctly, and they restore that structural integrity I was talking about. When I'm working with customers at Speedy Windshield Repair, I always explain what resin we're using and why, because you deserve to know what's going into your car. The environment during repair is another big factor. Temperature, humidity. These things affect how well that resin cures. You can't just do this work in any conditions and expect it to hold up. That's why some repairs really need to be done in a controlled shop environment, especially when El Cajon's having one of those weird weather days. Okay, here's something most shops won't tell you. You can actually tell if your repair was done safely just by looking at it and feeling it. A good repair should be nearly invisible when you're looking straight at it. I mean, you'll probably still see it if you know where to look, but it shouldn't be this obvious blob of resin sitting on your windshield. Run your finger over it, both inside and outside. It should feel smooth and flush with the rest of the glass. If you can catch your fingernail on it, or if it feels rough or raised, that's a problem. That tells me they didn't finish the work properly, and it's probably not going to hold up over time. And here's a test I always tell people about. Look for air bubbles or cloudiness in the repair. If you see that, the resin didn't cure right, which means it's not going to have the strength it should. You also shouldn't see any new cracks radiating out from the repair site. If you do, that's a red flag that the technique or materials weren't right for the job. When you're choosing where to get this work done in El Cajon, don't just go with whoever's cheapest or fastest. Ask them what kind of resins they use. A good shop will be happy to explain their process. If they're dodgy about it, or they promise to have you in and out in 15 minutes, walk away. Proper curing takes time. There's no shortcut around that. Before I let you go, let me rapid fire a few related questions I get. Can mobile repair be just as safe? Yeah, if they have proper equipment and can control the environment, but some jobs really need that shop setting. Does my car's make and model matter? Absolutely. Different vehicles have different windshield specs, and experienced techs know these differences. What about those advanced safety systems? Great question. Some of those need recalibration after windshield work, so make sure your shop knows about ADAS systems. Bottom line, El Cajon. Windshield repair is just as safe as anywhere else when you choose the right shop. The key is finding techs who understand that your safety depends on them doing this right. If you need quality windshield repair in El Cajon, give us a call at Speedy Windshield Repair, 319 761-487. We're open 7 days a week, and we'll make sure your repair meets the safety standards your family deserves. I'm Stuart, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks for listening to the Speedy Windshield Repair San Diego podcast. If you need windshield repair or replacement in the San Diego area, give us a call at 61976148887 or visit speedywindshieldrepairsd.com. We'll see you next time.
Clarity is on its way, making everything okay. Crystal clear the open road, lifting up a heavy load. Precision vision expertise, putting your whole mind at ease.